Okay, so ideally, while I want to start my analysis ahead of market open, I do first of all look out for what is happening with the DXY. So the DXY for me is like an indicator that I use to gauge the directional move for, you know, price action for that particular week. Okay, that's my indicator. That's how I use DXY. But before we go into all of the details for our live analysis, I want to clarify two things here. So usually I like doing my analysis either before the market opens or after the market opens. If I do this before the market open, I usually have an open mind that okay, Monday could totally invalidate the directional move that I'm speculating or my analysis entirely. Or the other scenario, everything will like pick up and by Monday or Tuesday I'm done for the week. And the other side is sometimes I will choose to stay off until after Monday market price action, so that Monday market, the noise and all of everything would have settled, and all we have to do is now start trading on Tuesday. On Tuesday will most likely give us a better hint. So regardless here, these are the things I want to highlight so that we know these multiple scenarios before we get onto the analysis. So on my watch list, I have one, two, three. These are the three major pairs I want to, focus on for the time being. These are the pairs that are close to, the point where I want to jump on the trade. So back to DXY. So over time, we can see that this guy has been trending up, and if you know how DXY works, you know that when we are trending up like this, that's to tell us that the dollar is very strong in the forex market, and there are certain pairs we go and look out for to scan for trade opportunities. One of those pairs is Euro USD. Straight up, Euro USD is the go-to. Then we talk about gold, we talk about pound USD, and some other ones that are closely correlated to this. All right. So if you see, these are like times when we had retracements into these key significant levels before we got all the way up here. So if I take this off, just to add some context to what I'm saying, we had this kind of closure a few months back, and we had this kind of closure currently. And I'm looking at the weekly charts for this um, price projection now. I'm looking at the weekly charts. Why? Because we are about to enter a new week, and this is the candle that closed for last week that we had NFP. So if we drop down to a daily chart now, we tend to see like, okay, this trend that we're looking at in the weekly chart, we're seeing it much clearly now. We're zooming in much closer. And by the time we look at the 4 hour, we'll see that okay, the 4 hour we've tapped into this 105.200 level, and you can see this higher time frame level, this 105.800 that we marked out on the high time frame. We're just few pips away from this target. So that's to tell you that we're still looking at dollar to continue to gain strength. That's just the basic directional move I'm looking at. So this has been the price action for September so far. We've been going up so far. So now this brings me to Euro USD. So let's take a look at Euro USD. So this is my price markup on Euro USD. I dropped an analysis on Euro USD earlier this month of September. I was highlighting that okay, we're having a strong sense of sell, and we could potentially tap into this current level we are, this one, and we can also potentially drop all the way to this level. So fast forward, this is where we are currently, and if you check on the analysis I dropped on YouTube, it's still there. This is still my markup. I've not changed the chart. It's still the same thing. So if I drop down to the daily, you will see that this was like the price projection I gave, that we had like a formation here: left shoulder, head shoulder, right shoulder, and we've dropped all the way down. We retraced, we've dropped, we retraced, we've dropped. So now what are we looking at now for an intraday trading target like perspective, we want to look at the 4 hour. Want to look at the 4 hour. We can see that we had NFP inside of here. We also had CPY and CPI inside of here, and the last news that we had last week was the unemployment claims, which finally gave us this move down. NFP didn't give us that move, CPI didn't give us that move, but we finally got it before the trading week closed. So if you look at what we're having now, we can see that this is a clear break and retest. It's as simple as that, break and retest. Now we want to like gauge this retest. Oh, sorry, we have lots of people on the waiting. Let me get them in. So we're looking like we're going to start selling, but how soon, it's what we don't know yet. So, but however, you can see that price is clearly pointing towards this downside, which is 1.05200 level. So regardless of how you trade, whether you're scalping, whether you're doing a day trade, intraday trade, you want to trade SMC or whatever concept it is, this is just basically a sell zone. We are within a sell zone. So, which means anytime soon we'll be looking at the high time frame to kick in, and from here all the way down, that's a 150 pip gap that we're looking at. So this is a 150 pip gap. So we want to have this on our watch list, and just pay close attention to this when the opportunity presents itself during the course of the trading week. We execute. So moving on from this, the next I have on watch is Eurocad. Please, I want to confirm. Can everybody hear me, please? I want to be sure I'm not breaking.
Yes,
Yes,
boss,
yes,
we can hear you.
All
We can hear
right,
you.
cool,
yes.
cool.
Hear you.
All right, now we're looking at Eurocard. Eurocard is one other pair I'm having on watch. Now, there's something with the card pairs that I want to share with you guys. It's like what I've been using, and it's something that works for me. The card pairs are closely tied to oil, which means when we have oil making a significant move, the Canadian dollar will also follow
We can't
suit.
see your screen, bro. We can't see your screen.
Can everyone see my screen? I think my screen
Yeah, I can see your screen. I
is
can see your
showing.
screen.
Okay. So now, as I was saying, once we have oil making a major move, the Canadian pairs will follow suit. The difference with the move is sometimes it might not catch up as much as the way oil will move, but regardless, it's closely tied to oil. The main reason is because the Canadian economy is the biggest, producer of oil to the United States. They supply the United States oil, and the US is the biggest consumer. And these are like some of the links in between. So if we're looking at this on a weekly point of view here, what I showed you guys on Euro USD is no different from what it's on this Euro card now. It's just a difference on the time frame. So here on, we are still having a chart formation here that's showing us this build up here. Still having this like on the build up. So the only difference now is this is showing up on a weekly time frame, which means it's going to take some time to play out versus if you're having it on the 4 hour or on the daily, it's going to um, take a lesser amount of time to play out. So, however, this move we're like halfway into the move, which means this is like our target on the higher time frame. This is like our structural low for us to sell all the way down here once we continue this move. So by the time I drop down to my daily chart now, you will see the same thing we just looked at on Euro USD. We are having a break and we're looking at the retest for us to scoop that entry. Still break and retest. Okay, still break and retest. So by the time we drop down to the 4 hour chart, we see this much clearly that we are somewhat around 220 pip away to like the target, to the structural low. We are about 220 pip around this move now. So the other thing I want to look at now is the other thing I want to take a look at now is where we currently are. So we are trading around the 1.44136 level. So there's a high chance that price will want to, stall around this level for a bit before we start, selling to the downside. However, again, these are one of the things that if you have on your watch and pay close attention to it, we might get an entry this week as well. So the last on my list is Gbpcad. So Gbpcad is relatively still new to the sell-off versus Eurocad. So if you look at the markout I have on my chart here, this is like my structural low here. This is the highs which we tapped into, and we are currently, you know, dropping off from that level. And this is like the dynamic support and resistance. We've been having price trending up for a bit. Now we've clearly broken out of this region. We've clearly broken out. So, which means once we start having this sell kicking in, this will be like our targets. However, this zone I marked out here, I'm looking for some pullback all the way back to that level. So this on the daily chart now, if I zoom into the daily chart here, you can see that we've dropped. Now we've dropped significantly, and we're looking for these pullbacks, and this is where we want to throw in our Fibonacci tool here. So if we look at this here, by the time I use my fib levels here, the blue zone, it's more like when we have the retracement levels, like I'll be interested in. That's the blue, then the orange, then the green. However, this is when we have deeper pullbacks. Not all the time the market will give us, deep pullbacks like this. But however, these are like price points that could trigger the retracement. If you look back by zooming closely, you will see that this was the level we broke out from, this particular line here. So we're looking out for the pullback to that zone. So by the time I drop down to the 4 hour, we'll see price much clearly now. If we get back to this level and have some decent rejection here, we want to jump on that trade for a sell. So to sum this up, I'm having EURUSD, Eurocad, Gbpcad on my watch for pre-market open. So let's have this on our watch list as well and see how we materialize when the market open. So guys, let's take some question and answer. Let's take some question and
Hello, good
answer.
evening. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
good
evening. I
evening.
have a question.
Good evening. I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Um, sorry. My question is not related to this though. I want to ask where is the office in Abuja because I will be interested to come. I want to join.
Okay, currently done with physical training. We'll be doing
Oh,
more of online for now. So however, just send me a message on WhatsApp and I will communicate all the necessary
okay,
information.
okay, sir. Thank
Okay,
you.
Mr. Paul, you're raising your hand. Yes, Mr. Paul, I can see you. You can speak. Mute your mic and speak. Paul, if you're still there, you can go ahead and speak. Okay, I'm not sure if he's there. Do we have any other person that wants to? That
Hello,
wants to
Mr.
ask a
Manuel.
question?
Mr. Manuel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. This market watch which you've put on, from what time are you looking at it from the market watch? Is that from 10 o'clock this evening or what time?
From my time zone, this is 7:28.
No, I mean the market watch. So are you watching when is it when the market opens?
Okay, yeah. So the market will be opening right about 10,
Yeah.
11 today, but
Yes.
I'm not interested with whatever is happening for. this Sunday our time zone. It's more of what we're looking at for tomorrow, Monday.
Okay, so we're talking about when the London session opens.
Yes, London session tomorrow.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah, good evening.
good evening.
Okay, I was trying to reach out to you, but I did not know that my mic was off. Sorry.
Okay,
Okay,
we can hear you now.
okay, fine. I just joined the chat right now, so I just need if I can get like a recap of what I missed so far. Sorry.
Okay, so the recording will be available and I'll upload on YouTube, so you can probably watch that before, I think before 9 or so it should be ready.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Yes, I say I'll upload like the recording for the live session. It should be ready before 9 p.m.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
All right. All right, guys. So do have a wonderful night's rest. Yeah. Let's get ourselves ready for the Monday markets open, and we'll simply do what we do, and that'll be all for now. Cheers and keep it simple.